Listen,
Welcome back to Gemma Movie Recap. Today, we'll be recapping Copshop, an action-packed thriller and crime movie released in 2021. The movie features talented actors Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo. The story revolves around a cunning con artist who is being pursued by a dangerous assassin. To evade capture, the con artist comes up with a plan to seek refuge inside a seemingly safe small-town police station. However, things take an intense turn when the relentless hitman unexpectedly shows up at the precinct, putting a rookie cop in grave danger. And without further ado, let's get watching. But before we start, please support our channel by subscribing and click the bell icon for future notifications. Now, let's start. In the opening scenes of the movie, we find ourselves in Nevada, where a rookie cop named Valerie Young is called to respond to a disturbance. Simultaneously, a man named Teddy Moretto flees the scene of a car accident. When Young arrives at the scene, she tries to handle the situation peacefully, but unexpectedly, Moretto strikes her with a sucker punch. Other officers quickly subdue Moretto using a taser, and he willingly asks to be arrested. Moretto is transported to the local police station and placed in a holding cell. Meanwhile, a professional hitman named Bob Vidic is apprehended following a car crash, which is connected to the murder of a lawyer. Vidic is locked up in a neighboring cell, much to Moretto's dismay, as he realizes that Vidic is there to assassinate him. Inside the station, Officer Huber receives a text from an anonymous employer inquiring about the whereabouts of a cocaine supply that seems to have gone missing. Vidic finds himself trapped in a cell with an intoxicated man who irritates him with his repetitive "huh" responses. As Vidic observes, the phone he had been carrying emits smoke, triggering the alarm system in the station. Seizing the opportunity, Vidic violently attacks the drunk man, causing him to choke on his own blood. He then manages to pry open his cell door, retrieves a gun, and starts shooting at Moretto. The sound of gunfire alerts other officers, who rush to apprehend Vidic, provide medical aid to the injured drunk man, and attend to Moretto. In the aftermath, Young questions Moretto about his true identity and the reason Vidic is targeting him. Moretto reveals that he is a sort of trouble solver, although he dislikes being referred to as a fixer involved in questionable government activities. Recently, he double-crossed the people who hired him by stealing their money and destroying their drug shipment, the same cocaine that Huber was questioned about. Consequently, he knows that Vidic was contracted to eliminate him. In another part of the police station, Huber's contact, the deranged contract killer Anthony Lamb, arrives in disguise and initiates a shootout with several officers.
Buddy?
This compels Huber to switch sides and proceed with their plan, as Lamb's objective is also to kill Moretto. Amidst the chaos, Lamb kills numerous cops and makes his way toward the cells, armed with a machine gun. Young attempts to confront him but is forced to take cover behind bulletproof glass to shield herself from the intense gunfire. Eventually, Lamb runs out of ammunition, and Young tries to shoot at him but misses before seeking refuge back in the cells. Young realizes that she has accidentally been shot by her own bullet, which ricocheted during her failed attempt to hit Lamb. Bleeding profusely, she knows that obtaining the trauma kit she desperately needs may be challenging. Lamb and Huber begin using a sledgehammer to break down the wall of the cell. Moretto and Vidic argue over why they should be released, but Young's trust in both of them is understandably low. However, she eventually relents and sets Moretto free, even handing him her gun. When the question of whether he will retrieve the trauma kit arises, Vidic makes it clear to Young that he has no intention of doing so. He forces her to admit that they were aware earlier that Moretto's ex-partner and her son had already been murdered by Lamb. Moretto leaves the cell, implying that he will retrieve the kit. Lamb and Huber are confronted by two other officers. Lamb shoots and kills one officer, and then he instructs Huber to kill the remaining officer. After hesitating, Huber reluctantly pulls the trigger when Moretto emerges, shouting and firing his own gun.
listen.
Vidic manages to free himself from his cell, despite Young's protests, but he appears more inclined to assist her. Lamb tries to take down Moretto, firing at a figure he sees in front of him, only to realize that he has killed Huber. Vidic emerges and shoots Lamb, but Moretto shoots Vidic in return. Moretto finishes off Lamb as he rambles on. He proceeds to set fire to the police station and goes to the kitchen to get food. There, he notices the trauma kit open and finds Young, who has attended to her own wound. Young now realizes that Vidic was correct about Moretto, and a standoff ensues between them. After exchanging gunfire, Young uses the bullet she extracted from herself, loads it into her gun, and fires a shot that takes down Moretto just as he attempts to flee. Before Young can finish him off, she is shot by another killer in the station, but Vidic swiftly eliminates that assailant. Realizing he is in trouble, Moretto is executed by Vidic, who takes a bag and steals a car just as medics arrive. Vidic contacts his employer and reports that he has killed Moretto and is even bringing back Lamb's head. Young is being transported to the hospital, but she orders the medics to stop the ambulance so she can take control. Determined to pursue Vidic, she sets off after him. Both Young and Vidic turn on the radio, coincidentally playing the same song, and they sing along together as they continue their journey. And the movie ended. Thank you for joining us for this movie recap. We hope you enjoyed it and found it informative, providing you with a deeper understanding of the story. If you found this video helpful, please show your appreciation by liking it and sharing your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future movie recaps and exciting content. Your support is essential in enabling us to continue creating top-notch videos. Once again, thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next recap.